there, people? This is SilverLeafy9055 back again with another deck profile. And as I said in the last video, my Pokemon battle video against my brother, you guys could look in that video and see how that went. I did say I'll be making my DDD deck profile today, and here it is. I finally got to go to the card store, the Who's on First one in Marysville, where I live, and was able to update this deck to the best of my ability with the cards they had for me. And so far, the deck, I've tested it a couple of times. It's not as competitive as I want it to be, but it's running decently. And I'm pretty much going to be showing you what I have so far for this deck. And I also soon will be updating you guys with a Metaphos deck that I basically created. And I'll also be showing you guys my Lunalight deck profile for the new 2017 format with all the new cards and all sorts of stuff. But for now, we're going to be talking about the DDDs, and we're going to get into it. So, of course, as usual, starting off the monsters. I run 3 DDD Servant Kepler, as usual, level 10 scale. You can use this pendulum. You could use it for a pendulum scale, or you could just use it as a monster effect. I use it for the pendulum scale. This card is normal or special summon. You can activate one of these effects. You only activate the effect DDD Servant Kepler once per turn. So you can either target one DDD card you control, return it to the hand, or add one Dark Hunter card from your deck to your hand. I usually just keep it in the Pendulum Zone, so... But, anyway, moving on to... You don't know how to freaking play Pokemon Conquest.
Yeah, I have the game.
Yeah? Have you beat the story?
Yes, I have.
All of them?
In fact, the only one I got stuck on was the one where I had to be the, what do you call it?
Devin, you know this. You gotta beat all the other main stories to be the main character. You haven't done that yet. I doubt it, Frick. I bet you don't even know how.
You hear that?
Frick, you haven't had Pokemon Conquest that long.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I do, because I was the first one to have it.
Yeah, so?
Sorry about that. Anyway. Moving on to our second 3 Zora monsters, 3 DDD Necro Slime. If this card is in your graveyard, you can fusion summon 1 DDD fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from your graveyard, including this card. So this basically goes to your graveyard by using Foolish Burial, or you can even put in what's it called? I forgot what it's called, but this is one card. It's a monster. You can use it to send a dark type monster from your deck to the graveyard. I'm not running in this deck, but you guys can tell me in the comments what it is. I'm running Foolish Burial. But yeah, here's the 3 DDD Necro Slime. Next up, I'm running 3 DDD Swirl Slime. This is basically your fusion summon card right here. Whenever you have this card in your hand, then you can fusion summon 1 DDD fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand as fusion materials, including this card. And also, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special on DDD monster from your hand. So what you can have here is you can use DDD Swirl Slime, and then fusion summon Flame King Genghis, and then banish this thing, summon another one from your hand, activate Flame King Genghis ability, and then fusion do that, and then go to your fusion summon combos. Moving on to our 1-0s of the deck, we're running 1 DDD Service, 1 DDD Night Howl, 1 Doom King Armageddon, 1 Proud Ogre, DD Lamia. I only got 1. I would usually run 3 of these because it's your tuner of the deck. You're going to be using that to summon all your tuner monsters, your synchros, like DD, Chris, Siegfried, Alexander, you know the good stuff. 1 DD Proud Cavalier, 1 Dark Armed Dragon. I'm debating on taking this card out, but so far it's been good. 1 DDD Servant Newton, 1 DDD Servant Corpicardius. I have been recommended to run 2 of this. I haven't got the chance to get 2, but when I get the chance, I might just take out Dark Arm for this. I don't know. DDD Supreme King Kaiser, 1 DDD Apocalypse, 1 DDD Rebel King Leonidas, and I recommend you guys run 3 of that card because his ability is ridiculous. When you take effect damage during the battle damage step, aka battle phase, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, you gain life point equal to the damage you took, and you take no effect damage. So not only do you take no damage, period, but then you gain the life they get. It's pretty sweet. a DDD Arthros, and one DDD Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. And I recommend running 3 of him too, because you're going to need him in order to summon your level 8 rank monsters. And that's pretty much it for the monsters. Moving on now to the traps. And I am running, of course, my 2 contract laundering, which is pretty sweet. What I do is I destroy as many dark contract cards in my spawn trap zone, and then I get to draw the same number of cards I destroy, and then gain 1,000 life points. So not only do I get draw power, but then I gain life points back, because DDDs are really costly. As you all know, you have to pay 1,000 during each of your standby phases, usually to activate most of their effects. Moving on, I'm running 1 DDD contract change. So when my opponent's monster declares attack, you activate one of the effects. Banish a DDD monster from your graveyard, and if you do, the attacking monster loses attack equal to a banished monster attack. Or you can add 1 level 4 or lower DDD pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. And I also run DDD reroll, so I can get as much dark contract cards as I control to not be destroyed by my opponent's card effects. You can also banish this card from your graveyard and then target up to 3 of your banished DDD cards and shuffle them to your deck. So that helps get your banished monsters back. I'm also running 1 Bomber's Trap Hole staple, as usual. 1 DDD recruits, so I get to, if my opponent controls more monsters than I do, I target any number of DDD monsters or dark contract cards in my graveyard up to the difference, and then I add those cards to my hand. I can activate one of those once per turn, but I only have 1 in my deck. I'm also running 1 DDD Human Resources, shuffle 3 cards in my deck, any combination of DDD monsters for your hand, field, or graveyard. And then I can add 2 DDD monsters from my deck to my hand. So I can swap out a bunch of monsters I don't need in my field, and then get 2 in my hand, like pendulum monsters or whatever I need to fusion summon, and then go into combos. I'm also running 1 Dark Illusion. When a spell trap card or a monster effect is activated during the dark monster on the field, sorry about that, not during the battle phase, I negate the activation, and if I do, I destroy that card. And of course, the whole deck is dark, except for some of the fusions, but it protects most of the main fusions you're going to want to use, and your monsters. And also, I'm running 1 Dark Contract with the Witch. You send 1 DD or Dark Contract card from your hand to the graveyard, then target 1 card on your field, destroy it, and then I can only use this effect once per turn. And all Fiend Time also, I control gain 1,000 attack during the opponent's turn only. And once per turn during my standby phase, I take 1,000 damage, which of course why I'm only running 1 of it. Last but not least, for the main deck, I'm running my spells right here. 2 Dark Contract with the Swamp King. We all know what this does. This is your fusion card right here, your polymerization, but you have to take damage to use it. And also, you can banish monsters from your graveyard and then use them as fusion material to fusion summon. So it's pretty sweet. I'm also, of course, running my 3 MST, get rid of spells and traps, staples. Also, I'm running 2 Dark Contract at the gate so I can add my monsters into my hand. 1 Book of Moon, staple. Foolish Burial, obviously, you use it to discard your monsters. 1, obviously, for your Limb. Yeah. Alert Darkness. I recommend definitely rerunning 3 in this deck. I only got 1 because I only bought the pack once, but I recommend buying it 3 times and getting all 3 of those Alert Darkness because you cannot get those that easy anymore until now. I'm also running 1 Dark Contract with the Yakamura. I can't spell that right. And once per turn, during each of my standby phase, I take 1,000 damage. I can activate one of the effects with Dark Contract of the Yakamura once per turn, and only once that turn. During the main phase, I can target 1 DDD Pendulum monster in my graveyard and place it in my Pendulum zone, or during my main phase, I could place up to 1 face-up DDD Pendulum monster from my extra deck into my Pendulum zone. I'm also running 1 Burial from the different dimension for my banished monsters, and 1 Dark Hole to clear fields. And now that we're all done with the main deck, now we're going to move on to the extra deck. And for the extra deck, I'm of course running my 1 DDD Wave Oblivion King Caesar Ragnarok, DDD Dragonbane King Werewolf, get rid of spells and traps and do piercing battle damage, 2 DDD Flame King Genius. You're going to need to run 2 of this. This is your combo maker right here. His effect, if you're wondering, if the DDD monster be special summon on the field while you control or face this card, it's over there in the damage step. You can target 1 DD monster and get a special summon it. You have to affect the DD Flame King Genius once per turn. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card is in the owner's possession is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you type 1 Dark Contract card in your graveyard and add to your hand. So not only do you get your 2 special monsters, but if this thing is destroyed, you can bring back your Dark Contract cards just in case you need to destroy them. Also, I'm running one of my DDD Curse King Siegfried, which also came with the structure deck. DDD plus attack can talk about spell or trap card out of the field, whose attack has been and its effects are negated until the next standby phase. And I can use this on either player's turn. So I can keep negating their crap on my turn and their turn. It's pretty sweet. So you can make it to where 2 of their cards are completely useless. I kind of like this once per turn. If this card is destroyed by battle or a card effect or sent to the graveyard, I gain 1,000 life points for each Dark Contract card I control. So if I control a lot of them, and then I have him out and he gets creamed, I get all those life points back. Next up, of course, DDD Wave King Caesar. He's a level 4 target. And during each player's turn, I can detach 1 X-Racing material from this card. And at the end of the battle phase, special summon from your graveyard as many monsters destroyed as possible. This turn as possible. But during the next moment phase, take 1,000 damage for each monster special summoned by that effect. So let's say I had a bunch of monsters that got destroyed except for him. I'll use this effect, bring them all back, but I take 1,000 damage for each one. And then on top of that, if this thing was destroyed, set for the field of the graveyard, add 1 Dark Contract card for your deck to your hand. You can only get this effect once per turn. Next, I'm running one number 10 Illuminite because it's a good level 4 target, even though it takes 3 level 4 monsters. It's just a staple. You can once per turn detach the XYZ material from this card, send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. If you do, draw a card. So you can send your target that you want to the graveyard and then get to draw a card. Obviously, I'm running 1 Trap Boost for Freesia, and last but not least, my DDD Dual King Kaiga. And that's pretty much it for my DDD deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. I'm finally be able to make updates to my decks and stuff, so I'll be able to bring you guys more new stuff and more new strategies and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment down below, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon content. This is Silver Leon logging out. Peace and good night.
Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to